Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. We are honored to have with us Marines who are with the Southern Indiana Leathernecks of Southern Indiana, or DuBois County. Let's introduce each of these, and we're going to talk about Toys for Tots in this edition of WJTS in.form. Joining us is Steve Lindauer at the end. He is the PAOSLD.
Public Affairs Officer for the Southern Indiana Leatherneck Detachment. That's what all that acronym is about.
Okay, and then we also have Pat Moriarty.
That is me. I'm the commandant this year.
All right, and we have the Chief of Staff for Indiana, Dave Englert.
Absolutely. I'm also the Judge Advocate for SILD, so that's Southern Indiana Leatherneck Detachment, as Steve already mentioned. So,
well, we are honored to have you gentlemen here, and we're here because we want to talk about Toys for Tots, which is and we're going to talk a little bit about the Marine Corps, but for the most part, you guys do a great program that you've done for a long time, and that is to collect toys for kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is our 18th year this year in Toys for Tots in this community anyway. So, but nationally, Toys for Tots has been around for almost 70 years. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was started by the Marine?
That is correct. Okay. Marine Corps Reserve, actually.
Okay, and so it's a tradition that Marines do this throughout the states?
All throughout the world. All throughout the world. Any place where there are Marines are stationed, as well as continental U.S., this program is being conducted.
Okay, now the Toys for Tots, how does that work and when does it run?
Well, Toys for Tots, we'll put out collection boxes and the community can donate shiny, new, unwrapped toys and drop them off in these locations throughout the county, and we'll go through those later. But and then we'll distribute those to the needy kids in 5 counties now. Mm-hmm. So,
how are the needy kids determined?
Well, we have a qualification process, but we also deal with a lot of social services that deal with the needy kids. So,
okay. And
that's who we mainly deal with.
Is there a value that somebody should, when they're going to go, I'm going to give some toys for these tots, how much do they need to spend, or is there a limit?
There really is no limit, Bill. It's obviously we will accept anything as long as it's a new toy. We've had things from trinkets all the way up to we've had like collector's items, NASCAR things. So there's been some really neat toys. And so there really is no limit. And if people want to give just monetary donations, we'll accept those. Maybe turn it over to Dave here in just a little bit, and we'll talk about how you can go about doing that. And you don't have to do it just this time of the year. We can actually do that year-round if they want to dedicate something to the Marine Corps League Toys for Tots program.
Okay, so starting in mid-November until mid-December.
That's when the boxes will be out.
You go to the checkout line and you say, I'm going to buy this toy, and you buy that toy, and you just walk to the box and drop it in.
Correct.
That's
Yes,
simple.
sir.
It's really
Yes, sir.
simple. Or I guess some stores, some places that you have aren't really toy stores, so you can go and buy toys somewhere else, take it to that business, and drop them in the box.
There's a number of different programs we've got set up for that, and we've actually got a mud run coming up tomorrow, I think, and if they bring a minimum dollar value, I think it's $15 value of a toy, bring it in there, and they participate in, I'll let Pat talk about that a little bit. He's leading that up.
Yeah, it's the 4-wheel drive club in Pike County is putting it on. You bring a $15 toy, and you be able to drive around Interlake all day tomorrow. So that's one toy drive.
Okay, and do you do toy drives any other time of the year, or is it just pretty well this time of year?
Just pretty well this time of year.
Okay, but I know we've had you on recently talking about you had a great run where you raised funds to be able to do the things you do.
Yeah, we had a 5K in May. May?
Yes.
May. And that's just a number of the drives that we do, but that doesn't go just for TFT. We do care packages. We did a honor flight for a gentleman over in Huntingburg just this spring that we were involved in. So there's a number of things that we do for veterans and for Marines. We take care of our own and their families, and that's what all this stuff is about. TFT is actually a separate entity. That's actually a separate thing that we do, but we do these other events to raise money to support what we're doing for our veterans.
Okay. Do I refer to him as Chief Englert?
Okay. That's not what we refer to him as. But
you can call him Captain.
All right, Captain.
You can call me Dave.
Dave, could you give us a history of the Toys for Tots?
I could. Major Bill Hendricks, a Marine reservist, in I believe 48, started the campaign. And what it was he saw a need in, I believe San Diego County is where it actually started. Yep. He saw the need because there were a lot of disadvantaged children who weren't having a Christmas. So he actually started it with him and his wife. And then it's grown year after year after year. The Marine Corps League became involved and partnered with the Marine Corps Reserve after that. And again, you know, it's like our Toys for Tots program services Du Bois County, let's see, Du Bois, Pike, Crawford, Spencer, and Orange County.
Okay. Correct.
So,
Now, you also would accept money.
yes, money is always good, and you know, year-round you can actually go to the Toys for Tots website, and I'm sure at the end of the program we'll just put all that information up rather than having me try to go through all the dots and slashes and dashes. But you can actually make an online donation to the jaspers-in.toysfortots.org website. There'll be a link on our website, which is sildmarines.com, and you can make a monetary donation anytime online like that. It's quick, it's painless. You can even set up recurring payments, I believe, if you want to. Or you can just dash off a check, make it payable to Toys for Tots,
TFT.
Okay.
and mail it to our post office box, P.O. Box 184 in Jasper.
Okay, now this is going to be kind of an odd question. I don't mean to be a smart aleck, but why do you need money if people are giving you gifts? You know, if they're dropping toys in there, why do you need the money?
Well, I'll tell you what, one thing about the money with the way we're able to purchase toys is a monetary donation goes a lot further. We can buy a lot more toys with cash than most people can.
Do kids like say, I'm hoping for a certain kind of a robot, and maybe nobody drops a robot into the box and you can go and buy, or
No, we don't really get into specific toys that way.
maybe that's what the organizations you give the toys to do.
They could, yeah. I'm not speaking for those individuals, but and another way that the money helps out is that we may not collect enough toys for a certain age group, so we take that money and buy enough toys to service that age group. So
That's why money would be important.
yes,
Okay.
Exactly.
We found out that there are some organizations, Walmart, I believe, being one. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Pat. But if we buy X amount of toys, they'll match it. So the dollar goes a lot further than what you might think. And then, as Pat said, sometimes we have a tough time getting some kind of toy, if you want to call it a toy, for an 18-year-old. I mean, we go up to that age group. So you're not going to give them a rattle and a little horse. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find something that is, something that kind of fits that age group, both boy and girl, or male and female.
Okay. You want to run down the places where you can,
Sure.
so you can get where the boxes will be?
the boxes will be located in Jasper. It'll be Walmart, Rural King, the Sun Station, Old National Bank at the main branch, Dollar General, both north and south, Kmart, Walgreens, Nanti Chiropractic, Springs Valley Bank, Big Lots, Ublar Toyota, American Legion, Suntan City, and Southern Sweets Bakery. Over in Dale, it'll be Holiday Foods in Thornwood. And in Birdseye, there'll be Deb's Truck Stop, the One Stop Convenience, Birdseye General Store, and the Patoka Marina. In Celestine, it'll be Southern Sweets Bakery. Yum, yum. In Huntingburg, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dr. Pam Bus, and Dr. Dixie Cox, New Dimension Gym, FedEx, and Dr. Gilbert. In Ferdinand, it's the Holiday Foods, Dollar General, Dr. Bruce Nante, and the CVS Pharmacy. And last but not least, in French Lick, the American Legion, the CVS, Dollar General, and the Springs Valley Bank.
And then from that list, probably at least 40% of those are not toy-related stores, so you
Correct.
can buy them somewhere else and then just take them and
Correct.
deposit them someplace.
Yeah, there's actually some places kind of do their own drive for our benefit, and for instance, I think Toyota does something. Toyota does something. They've got a promotion. I think that's actually a nationwide promotion, is it not?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's something to do with their oil change program.
Okay.
You donate a toy, and they'll take so much off of a. And Southern Sweets Bakery is doing the same thing. It's something similar. I think they're giving you a $5 gift card towards purchase of bakery items this year. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
That is a neat idea. Now, you also have the train cutout program. Who gets to explain that?
That's Pat.
I guess I can.
All right.
Well, what the train cutout program is you'll find these trains in the gas stations, convenience stores, where you sign your name and donate $1, and they'll hang that up in the store somewhere. That's throughout the whole county. I know Casey's for one. Northside Citgo's doing it. And then there'll be several other locations, but that's what that cutout program is you sign your name on the train, little Toys for Tots train, and they'll hang it up in the store, and you can donate whatever dollar amounts you'd like to.
Now, I know a lot of churches and a lot of other organizations do drives this time of year for toys and things, which is great, but I think those probably are all modeled off of the Toys for Tots that the Marine Corps has started.
Yeah, I believe so. Just from what I've seen around here, there's no reason, at least on this end of the state, for any child to go without some kind of a toy for Christmas. I mean, it's just, I couldn't fathom it. Given all the programs that are going, and we're probably one of the most notorious, if you want to use that term, but
In a good way.
In a good way. But we're probably the best known. But there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of them that you hear about that we're actually affiliated with by we give a lot of our toys to churches and things. Which, by the way, if people either want toys or want to donate toys, if you go either way, that we do have a phone number. It's a national phone number that we can provide. It is 812-827-4610. That's 827-4610. So if you either need toys for a group of kids or your kids, or you want to donate some, or you want to find a little bit more about it, you want to write us a check, whatever, call that number and they'll put you in there. And of course, you can always visit our website. I think Dave already gave it, www.sildmarines, that's with an S, .com, and there'll be links to get additional information on it.
Okay, and now we want to reiterate the dates. It's going to start November 16th and run till December 14th. And that's when these boxes will be out. They're pretty obvious. They're Christmas wrapped, aren't they?
Well, no, they've got the Toy for Tots logo on them.
Okay, little trains?
Yep, little trains.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yep,
right?
yep.
And there's usually posters in the windows and things like that wherever they are. And we've kind of divvied it up. Volunteers within our organization, the Marine Family Support Group, and our associate members, that we go out and pick those toys up, maybe on a daily basis if it needs to be, or at least every other day. And so we try to keep those toys coming into our location where they're sorted, and we have to sort them by age group and sex and all that. Not,
Well, for little boys and
Male,
little girls.
correct.
That's right.
Yeah, and that we have some fun
anymore,
with that.
that may not be.
Yeah, that's not that big a deal anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Now, you guys are having a birthday. The Marine Corps
Yes.
in November has a birthday. Now, the
Hoorah.
Marine Corps
November
is
10th.
an old organization. Not
Correct.
judging by you gentlemen, but the
Well, thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
But today does happen to be Pat's birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay,
That's
happy
right.
birthday, Pat. But it's it's an old organization that. Am I right in that it was part of the Navy, or
We're
how
still
did
part
that
of the
work?
Navy, the better
Okay.
part. But yeah, the Marine Corps was founded in 1775 at a place called Tun Tavern in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, city of brotherly love, and we've been going strong ever since.
All right. Well, happy birthday to you guys.
Thank you.
And is there anything else that you'd like to bring up?
Well, if you would, go to our Facebook page at SILD Marines on Facebook and press like, and that'll make sure you get updates from us. And we're always looking for members. If you're a honorably discharged Marine, FMF Corpsman, or FMF Chaplain now are eligible for regular membership. We're glad to have you. We also accept associate memberships as long as you're of good character and don't have any felony convictions. You can be welcomed in. And right now, up until the 1st of January, membership is only $30 a year. We're one of the most budget-conscious dues in the world. So,
All right. Well, and also the DuBois County Vet Center. I think we ought to maybe touch on that because you guys were instrumental in getting that going.
That's Dave.
Yeah.
Dave headed that up. Dave was instrumental in doing all of that, along with Dr. Shear from Honeyburg.
yeah, I wouldn't say I had too big of a plan in it, but I maintain frequent contact with the Vet Center. Things are going like gangbusters over there. They continue to expand their hours to adapt and accept more clientele. If you're a veteran in need of counseling service, or if you know of a veteran who could use some help, please give them a call, and we'll pop that number up on the screen later, I'm sure, too.
Okay, and that is located over at the Shear Medical Center across from
Right.
Southridge High School
Correct.
in Huntingburg.
Right. And if you would, please don't call the Shearer Family Medicine because they're actually separate.
Yeah,
you know.
it's a different thing.
They
So.
simply let us use the back side of that building. One last thing I'd like to say, if we got a little time, Bill, is we do sponsor or run a care package program. Actually, it's more the Marine Family Support Group does that, and that is for any veteran or any service member. Doesn't have to be a Marine, but if you've got a service member that is on active duty right now, deployed or not, and you want them to have us put them on the list to receive a care package, please, again, call one of these numbers, call or visit our website, and there's a link in there. But we will send them a care package. Or if you want to give things, that's another thing. I know a lot of people say, God, I'd love to send it. I'd like to support our military members, but how do I do it? So this is how you do it. Contact us through our website, and we'll sure take care of that.
All right, well, gentlemen, thank you very much for being on the air with us.
Thank you for having us, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Our guests have been with the Southern Indiana Leathernecks detachment of Jasper, and they are Steve Lindauer, I'm going the wrong way,
The
Steve
other way.
Lindauer, Pat Moriarty, and the Chief of the Staff of the Department of Indiana Marine Corps League, Dave Englert. Gentlemen, thank you very much, and thank you for watching WJTS Inform. Buy a toy, put it in the Toys for Tots box through November 16th through December 14th. We are local people watching local people.